Hey everybody, it's the Diamond over here, and today I'm here, not really with Tessa, but she's in the background, so we're just gonna leave it at that. But today I'm gonna be reacting to the Five Nights at Freddy's official trailer that came out a couple days ago, and apparently there's gonna be a new movie coming out in October, and they just released the official trailer. About a month ago, they released the teaser trailer. But now there's the official trailer, so that's what I'm going to be reacting to today. And so I'm going to react to it first, and then probably going to point out some of the little details in it or something that I know about it and compare it to the actual games. So let's go ahead and start it.
Hi, this is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes. The security guard.
I will take anything.
This place was huge
by
in the
Blumhouse.
80s with the kids. They shut it down years ago. The owner's just not ready to let it go yet.
I will work and you will sleep.
I understand.
Give me your hand.
Okay, so there's Abby, the employees only door. He's walking in now. There's Foxy, producer of Megan. That was a good movie.
All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's, where fantasy and fun come to life.
Okay. That was kind of creepy. She just kind of knows he's there and then waved at him.
New security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Them.
So she knows about the kids. Oh, they look so good.
In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's.
Look,
top
it's
to
Beck
bottom.
from you.
Hello?
I don't know, you missed it, but she's there.
They never found them. That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost
Oh, he's
children
dead.
possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Abby! Tell me how to stop them.
It's too late.
Abby, go!
There's so much happening.
Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
Okay, that was there was a lot that was happening there at the end, a lot to unpack. So there's Mike here he's showing up at his house, and there's Abby, his little sister, I believe, and then he's calling Steve Raglan, career counselor, about the job, which if you don't know who this is, he's actually Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo live action movie, but he is supposed to be playing the purple guy, if y'all didn't know that. And so he's hiring Mike to work at the pizzeria. And so the thing where this kind of gets complicated with the games is that in the games, I believe Mike is actually purple guy's son. So for it to, and he's not wearing a whole lot of purple, as you can see, but it doesn't really connect so well with the games, because it doesn't seem like they're father and son here, unless there's going to be some like big twist at the end. It's like, I am your father. And so that's where it kind of fails with the games. And also I wonder if this like confirms whether or not, what do you want to say? I wonder or not if this confirms if he's the phone guy, because there's like this huge theory that he was back then in like the first days of Fnaf, but I'm not too sure. And then he has a sort of notice. I'm trying to get like a good view of it. Let's see. Okay, so it says Notice is a notice of delinquency. This is a notice of delinquency. If you do not respond to this letter, we may contact you at work or contact your employer and refer the case to our legal team. You will subject to eviction if you do not contact the Department of Delinquency Enforcement and arrange to official court hearing date. A lawyer must proceed to report your case to the jury. Okay, so he's getting evicted here, and I'm assuming that's why he's getting the job, because he says that he'll take anything. And so that's why he accepts the night guard job. This is him at home. He looked like he came back from a party or something, since he was really nicely dressed. What?
Boo.
Anyways, you can. Does a picture face, dude? Okay. So anyways, so you can see here that it's closed and it looks really old, so it's probably been closed for a while now. The pizzeria sign isn't even there anymore. It's gone, missing, dead. Again, obviously it's closed. And here is the we're seeing in a puddle the actual pizzeria from the outside. And here's Mike, I'm assuming, driving into the pizzeria parking lot. He tells his sister to stay here, which, if it were me, it's kind of a weird story plot, because if it were me, I don't think I'd bring my sister to the pizzeria with me, especially on job. But I guess he doesn't really have anyone else. Maybe it's just them two. So he unlocks it. He walks inside. Obviously, the place is kind of a mess. And he goes into the employees only door. I don't think that's the supply closet. It might be, where Bonnie likes to hide. And so here's the inside of the pizzeria. It looks really nice, but very different from the games, is what it looks like. Because there's like booths and stuff, and in the games there's just like party tables. So it's probably gonna look very different. I'm not really sure. Here's the prize counter. I do see this Chica mask, which I actually used to have for a year of Halloween. Me and my sister were Chica and Foxy, and I know for a fact that's the mask that they use, because I saw it in a later scene. I'm assuming this is like a fruit or salad bar right here in the back. Here's Mike looking in. There's all these pictures behind him. These pictures are actually in the games too. They are usually on the walls, and this actually brings me back to the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 game, when they're like introducing Bonnie, and they or Withered Bonnie, and then they show all the drawings on there, and you hear the London Bridges song with the kids. And so there's a whole bunch of drawings there. I mean, some of them you can see Foxy here, Freddy there. I have no idea what this is, and a little girl with a slice of pizza, I think, and then there's Chica there, and a rainbow, and there are a whole bunch of other drawings, really cool drawings. Makes me curious how they got them, if they actually just had kids draw those, or if they drew them themselves. I do like this idea. I kind of wish those were in the game, these booths with the glass version of them. Sorry about that. Freaking Tessa. And so then this is when you start to see the animatronics. So here's Foxy here, which it's on a door, but there's like pipes and everything and concrete walls. It just doesn't look like it would be in the pizzeria. So my only guess is that it'd be probably one of the back rooms. And then you get the producer of Megan, which is a pretty good movie. It's not anything gory, which I kind of wish it was, but that does look like, what would that be? That kind of looks like it would be, this looks like, oh, okay, no, this is just the sign outside. I was gonna say maybe it's like the stage lights, but it's just the sign outside. Right here we get a scene of a rat, or a couple rats, an event, which I'm curious what's gonna be showing. What is that supposed to mean? I just caught on to that. Okay, anyways, so I'm curious to know what's gonna be in here, whether or not it's gonna be like Springtrap or an animatronic in there or something like that, or maybe it's just showing that for no reason. And then here, this right here looks like the coffee maker from Scott's, one of Scott's older games. Shut up, Tessa. And it was also in Fnaf World as a character from one of his old games. It was like the coffee maker. It looks very similar, but I'm not completely sure if that's like what the reference is supposed to be. And then over here you get the fan and the coffee cup, or not the coffee cup, the soda cup. These are two things that you usually always see in the game. Like, you can't make a FNAF office without those. And you have the employees of the month, which these are most definitely YouTubers. I don't know all of them. I know this one's Fusion Z Gamer. He's someone I watch, which I think that's awesome, by the way, that he managed to put some YouTubers in the movie, even if it's just for a small snippet of time. It's cool that he thought of putting in the FNAF YouTubers in the background. Nothing else too big. You got a milk carton back there. Glass mirror here. Doesn't say or show anything. I think that's a mirror. That's something. And then, so then he turns on the cameras. Yep. And then he's listening to his training tape here. There is right here you can see the Celebrate poster, which again, something else you can't make a FNAF 1 office without. Here she is talking. This is for the training tape, so she's just showing him what the pizzeria used to be, and I don't see what this has to do with actual training him on the office, but at least we get to see a little bit of when the pizzeria was, still open and had kids in it. Because a part of me does wish that they had a little bit more of when the pizzeria was still open, because now we're only going to see it when it was closed, which is a little sad. But I guess it's more to connect more with the games a little bit. I don't see anything too big right here in this scene. And then this right here, this police officer just happens to know that he's there for whatever reason. It doesn't seem like he knows her personally, because he asked her, like, "Can I help you, officer?" So I doubt he knows her in any way. It's just weird that she knows that he's there, unless that Stevenson or whatever his name was told her for whatever reason. And then she knows he's watching her on the camera, because then she continues to wave at him. This Halloween, and so then he opens the door. He's like, "Can I help you, officer?" She's like, "Did you meet them yet?" And then right here we have Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, Foxy, and then you have 3 kids, which is kind of weird because you don't have 4 of them, even though you have 4 animatronics, but you don't have 4 kids. So I don't know if that's like supposed to tell a story or something. Maybe something happened to one of the kids. I don't know. Obviously these are supposed to be the kids that went on to possess the animatronics, or maybe it's just a drawing just to show like they were, this is how it used to be in the past, was that the kids loved the animatronics. I'm not sure. You see B-Day here, like birthday. I'm sure this has something to do. I would feel like that is trying to say something, because there is, if you don't know, there's, if you are a FNAF fan, you know that there's a big thing with birthdays in the game. Then here he's checking behind the curtain. He's looking at the animatronics. You can see Bonnie here and Freddy. She doesn't care about this as much as I do, but it's fine.
I'm just busy.
So anyways, so here's Freddy. There's a lot of attention to detail. You can see the endo mouth here, which I think is pretty cool. You can see the rust on it too. So it's awesome that they actually made, actual animatronics for these. The fur looks real and everything. You can see this back plate here. I'm sure that's something to do with, how he works and everything. In the movie, then you see the cupcake and Chica's beak right here, the bottom of the beak, and Bonnie over there in the back. Really good attention to details. So then he falls asleep, and which terrible idea, but he falls asleep. But I think this is before he knows anything is happening. I think it'd be weird for the police officer to come up to him and tell her, like, "Hey, have you met them yet?" Like on the first day. It feels like it's something that's a little too fast. Maybe if she comes a little bit later and warns him about it, like after the first night when he notices that they're moving and everything. but you know, not everything in the trailer is going to go chronological order, so maybe that's not how it's going to work. I hope it's not. So then the lights start to flicker, everything starts to happen. This Chica mask is the one that I used to have, and I actually do have this plushie too. I don't have this one, but I do have this one. So these are just, you know, in real life Five Nights at Freddy's toys. So yeah, so these are just in real life merchandise. Here's the kitchen back here. You know, Chica loves to go back there. I'm not sure she's gonna do that in the movie though. This turns on the let's eat sign. The stage opens up and then they start performing, which is awesome. And I wish we got a little bit more of that, but obviously, you know, they don't want us to see too much of it. It's just cool to actually see them moving and everything. Even the cupcake it's kind of creepy, but okay, so then right here he goes on to turn on a breaker, and oh, okay, hold on. There is something I just saw for a second. Back here, it says, oh, okay, hold on. You cannot see because of my webcam. Back here, if you look in this mirror, it says, "It's me," which everyone should know who this is supposed to be hinting at, but it's supposed to be Golden Freddy is who it's hinting at. I'm actually going to shrink this just a little bit so y'all can... No, it's okay. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, it's supposed to be, you know, Golden Freddy. Obviously there's gonna be some new people to the movie and the games and everything, but that is most likely has to be Golden Freddy. That's the only person I could think of it being. You get to see a little bit of Bonnie's guitar here, and then it malfunctions and blows up for whatever reason. So I really hope it like sparks. He turns on the generator, so I'm assuming after that everything stops messing up. Here's the apparent dining room. So hold on, I want to go back here. So this is the arcade area, seems like, and then here's the dining area. So it's a little disappointing that they didn't make it exactly like the games, but obviously they're not gonna do that. They want to, you know, make their own twist. But you can tell this is supposed to be what would be the dining room. This is the stage. They did awesome on this scene. If it was a little bit lower, it would look exactly like it, but you know, they're not really trying to go all out on that. So, but it does look awesome. They do have, you know, the animatronics, you know, placed exactly how they would in the games. We get a cool image of Foxy right here, and I'm assuming his stage opens up for whatever reason. And then here we have a body being dragged across the floor. So we already know that one of them get destroyed, I'm sure by an animatronic, or maybe even by Stevenson, I'm not sure, or whatever his name is, the purple guy. Here is this girl, the police officer, which is, she's from You, a show that Tessa and I finished watching not too long ago. And then there's Abby walking through the pizzeria, and here it really doesn't look, you know, I don't see any dust or trash or anywhere, so it's like, I don't know if he cleaned it up, if Mike cleaned it up, or what happened. And then there, Abby saw Freddy activate. There's these kids here. I don't know who these people are, but for whatever reason, they want to break into the pizzeria, and so they do, and this guy just turns around, and Bonnie just happens to be there. And as you can see, there's a bloody hand here, so obviously Bonnie kills him. The thing is it kind of sucks that they're not really showing us the gore, but you know, it's whatever. So then in the ground there's a drawing of Bonnie, and you see a kid with the hook here. So this is most likely just to tell Mike, hey, these are the kids that are haunting him. You can see Bonnie, obviously, what looks like to be Freddy, probably Foxy, Chica, and then you see the hat back here, which is gonna be Golden Freddy. So we haven't seen Golden Freddy yet, but I'm assuming he's gonna be in the movie. Nah, he's just kind of looking around in the pizzeria. You see Freddy again behind him here, and then this right here, this scene looks awesome of Foxy, if I can even get it. There we go. Okay, so you can see here too, I'm gonna You can see he has a full white eye, and I don't know if he's gonna have that all the time or if it's just for this one scene. Maybe he got like super possessed here or something like that. Foxy, I want to say, looks probably the most perfect. Like, he's on point on his looks and everything. But this is really creepy. I don't know who he's looking at or what he's doing here, but this is an awesome scene. Then Abby's walking in right here to the welcome thing. Again, there's no dust or anything. I guess there's a little bit dust in the floor, but you know, little tiny bits of trash here and there, like debris. But I don't see any actual trash, and so that's what's like, how long ago did they close? Because at the beginning of the trailer, it makes it look like they closed a long time ago, but then here it doesn't look like they did, you know, so long ago. Here you see Bonnie activate, and it's awesome to see the lights behind his eyeballs. Then you got more drawings here. You got Freddy and Foxy. You know, we saw a couple of these already. Freddy backstage, and then you see Spring Bonnie here connecting, you know, holding his hands with the kids, trying to say, you know, like, we're best friends. And you know, there's Bonnie, or I'm assuming, okay, I guess it's not really color coordinated, but so this is, I think this is also like a drawing in one of the games. So then Abby's trying to figure it out. Foxy right here activates or is activated, and then you can see his eyebrows, they change because he gets angry. So here he does actually have an eyeball, and it's yellow, but earlier on he didn't have one at all, so it was just white. So, and he actually activates right behind her, but he's not actually paying attention to her. He's looking more so at what seems to be Mike. And then the cupcake here, it's just something weird about the cupcake that it like squints at him. So I don't know if the cupcake is haunted too. I don't know how the animatronics are haunted because they were stuffed with kids. So I don't know if there was like that tiny enough kid to stuff into that cupcake. I don't know, kind of weird to me, but sure, whatever. Then he's running through what seems like a mall. There are other people here, and it looks a lot like a mall. There he's sweating, looks scared. Then there's this girl making a really bad idea. She's actually one of the people that broke into the pizzeria. She's looking at Freddy's mouth, which, bad idea, and a kid's hand reaches out for her. She screams for her life, and then she gets picked up off the chair. So she's either getting eaten alive or choked to death. I don't know what's happening there, but that is kind of disturbing for a kid's hand to pop out of the mouth and choke you to death. Oh my god, babe, I keep yawning. But I think it's pretty awesome. And then we have this scene again that was in the teaser trailer where Foxy stomps on the ball. Here's Abby. She's obviously hiding from something. She looks like she's about to turn the corner, and I'm sure there's gonna be something there. This scene of Freddy, of him just snapping his neck, makes him just feel so robotic, but it also looks so smooth that it's like, it looks like it could be a person in like a suit. But there's just something so creepy about the way he turns and how soulless his eyes look, like Tessa's right now. But it is pretty cool to see that. And so again, he's sweating like crazy, and then Spring Bonnie shows up, which obviously Stevenson's probably in here, unless it's, yeah, there's no way it's not. Even just with the way he's walking towards him, you can tell there's someone in that suit. It's not any robotic like. Then here Abby's yelling to Mike, and he's getting dragged or hurt on the ground, and she's running because I'm sure he told her to. Here you see one of the kids here. I'm assuming it's supposed to be the kid, and you see a guy in the hoodie, which I'm assuming this is supposed to be the purple guy stealing the kid, and he's sad because he knows he's about to die, and Mike's witnessing it. This is an awesome scene as well. This is camera footage of the animatronics turning around looking at him. It's just so cool to see like how like dead inside the animatronics are. And then here we have this is just a lot going on right here. So someone looks like they might be dead on the floor or unconscious, and then you have the police officer in a hospital bed. So I don't know, who knows what happened to her. Mike's falling asleep back there, but you know, obviously he's there overnight. Then here, someone's trying to stop him from beating up this guy, whoever this guy is, and then he's going through a vent, and then Spring Bonnie's there, and Spring Bonnie's actually holding a knife. It obviously probably about to kill him. They did amazing on this suit as well. I honestly wish I could buy it. And then he's running here, and he obviously screams for his life because, you know, terrified. Then we saw this in the teaser trailer. It was hard to figure it out at first, but then I actually saw a picture on Twitter of what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be Mike getting stuffed into the Freddy Fazbear suit. And you can kind of tell because there's, like, you know, right here they have the animatronic mouth, and you can see this would be the cheek, and then come up here, and then you got the eyes. And so it makes a lot more sense if he was getting stuffed instead of this being some kind of, you know, weird contraption thing made for him. And then you got Five Nights at Freddy's logo. Then you got Corey, and he's the taxi driver, which is pretty cool that he made it into the movie. Did not mean to do that. And he looks in the back seat and jumps back because he sees this thing, and Abby's with him, so but Mike's not here, so something obviously happened to Mike, and this is most clearly Golden Freddy. Like, it's very clear that it's Golden Freddy. He's got a missing ear, missing eye, and he doesn't look brown at all, so this is Golden Freddy, and he has a black eyeball and a blue eye. This is starting to make me think that this might be Mike in this, so maybe Mike actually ends up dying at the end of the movie and he becomes Golden Freddy. Like, maybe he does end up getting stuff, because it's weird that he's in the car with her. It just seems too unrealistic. Either way it does, to be honest with you. And she seems happy and okay with it. And then they come here at the end staring at the pizzeria again. So it's weird to me. It might be a kid you know, possessing the Golden Freddy. It's weird that Golden Freddy's standing, because if y'all don't know, he's limp because he doesn't actually have an endoskeleton. So this makes me think, like, is this Mike stuffed, and then they come here and it's like a not necessarily bad ending, but an ending where he dies and becomes Golden Freddy, and this is the ending scene right here, like they just end up staying here forever. Or maybe this is Golden Freddy, you know, being possessed as a kid, and he comes to help Mike out, and he comes with Abby to save the day. I'm not entirely sure, but I am really ready for this movie to come out.
Mike, I was just calling to see if that
I think it's going to be amazing if they take their time with it and they don't rush it. Apparently they already finished filming. They're just doing the final touches and whatnot. Any last changes that they might need to make, but yeah, I'm excited to see how this ends up. So anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more reactions on the channel, make sure to let me know in the comments. Again, thank you for your support, and thank you for getting me to 101 subscribers. I really appreciate that. I've been wanting to do that for the 6 years that I've had my channel up, and I finally was able to do it within the span of a month. So I'm really happy about that one, and hopefully I can get a little further. My next goal is probably going to be 500, and then after that is 1,000. So we'll see how we do on that one. Can't make any promises, but it's going to be my next goal. So anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye bye.